Anthony Yard, Beast from the East,
Tunde Ajayi, the Master Genius.
and you're watching
Lights Out.
Lights Out, FAISAL Khan, Corn Exchange, here with Mervyn Turner. Mervyn,
How you doing?
5-year fighters out there, 5 wins, happy?
Very happy. Yeah, it was a good night. It was a very, very good night. I think, without exception, they all boxed very well.
Yeah, start off with Lauren Parker.
Yep.
Overall, assess the performance of her.
There's a lot more to come from her, I'll be honest. Things didn't go right leading up to the fight. She had a cold, about 3 weeks out. So made her miss a bit of training, a bit of sparring, that. And she just needs to tidy herself up a little bit. That wasn't the best Lauren Parker. There's a lot more from Lauren to come. You've seen it in glimpses, but just not enough. So she's done well to get to the ring, to get in the ring, and it was a comfortable enough win. But
Yeah.
there's a lot more to come from her. She's a class act.
Very good fight for Mickey Mills tonight. Very
Great
scrappy at the end as well, wasn't it? But done very well, won the fight. How happy are you with his performance?
I'm very happy with his performance. We did a little bit of extra training because obviously a late substitute and southpaw, which he's never faced before. And Mickey's got limited experience in terms of all his amateur experience was as a junior. So yeah, we did a little bit of extra work. And it paid off. It showed in there, and fair play to the opponent. He come to have a right go, and that was a real crowd-pleasing, entertaining fight.
A good win for Mike Stevenson as well, especially after the last fight, which he lost.
It was really nice to see Michael come back from a loss. There's always that edge to the fight when you're coming back from a loss. And that's a good, experienced kid that he was in with. And it gave him 4 good rounds and got his hand raised at the end of the night, which is what it was all about, So that's a little bit of a confidence booster for Michael.
Julian Wilson, points decision win as well.
What a tough guy.
No, it was very tough, wasn't he?
To be fair, that man is one tough man. He had all the old-fashioned tricks, headbutting punches that come in and all that sort of stuff, You can break a fighter's hand, and in fact, Julian did damage his hand.
Yeah, he did. Tell me at the end.
And that's because that guy, just the way he fought, is very, very experienced.
And of course, last but not least, the ginger one, Conor Wright.
Yep, stepping up, first 6-rounder. Did well.
Good experience, done very well. Looked a bit tired towards the end, but he handled it pretty well.
Towards the end, but that's to be expected. That's his first 6-rounder. So, and that, again, that was a good fight. Crowd-pleasing fight. And I think the kid did very, very well. He came to have a real go, not to stand still,
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing.
Mervyn, I just want to ask you, when can we see these crop of fighters that we saw tonight? When's the next time you're looking to get them out, or is that it for 2018?
2018 for most of them, possibly one exception, which we'll have a look at next week. We'll be out in December. And then the rest of them will start 2019 back here on 16th of March, Saturday 16th of March for St Patrick's Day fight night.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was a very good night of boxing. You must be overall pleased. Just want to ask you about Conor Wright. That's 5-0 now. He's moving up to 6-rounders. But is it still a process with Conor? Slowly,
he's still
pushing him up.
He's still a novice pro. That was his first 6-rounder. He'll have probably another 2, maybe 3 6-rounders. He's a good kid, so we'll take him steady. And then when we want to release him, we will.
I know I've mentioned it to you before, but Julian Wilson and James Branch is something that I would personally.
You seem to be stuck on that one, don't you? There's a lot of other people out there.
Yeah, but I think it's a good fight, though. I think
it could be a good fight, but they're on different paths, and it may happen, it may not. It's one of them, James Branch is a former ABA champion, I think twice ABA champion, I'm not sure, but he's got his path that he's treading. Julian's got his path, and the cruiserweight division is a good division again,
especially for British domestic fighters.
Yeah,
Kapoor, Chamberlain, Coley, Watkins.
Yeah.
weight match. There's a lot of good prospects in the cruiserweight division.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the whole division is coming alive again. It was dead for a while. Now it's coming alive again. So it's a possibility that Julian and James will cross paths at some point. But it's not something I'm going to rush into in the next.
So
fight.
if it does happen, how much a percentage do I make out of it?
Fair play for trying.
Okay, well listen, very good night of boxing. Thank you for your time. And
so I thought it was a very good show. It was entertaining. The crowd went away happy. So what more can you say?
5 out of 5.
And 5 out of 5. That's nice.
Lots of things to
and
work
it wasn't 5 out of 5 one-sided fights. They were all good, entertaining fights.
Yeah, Mickey's at the beginning looked like it'd be a walkover, but at the end it got really tough for him.
Oh yeah, it got really tough. They just stood there and traded in the end. Boxing went out the bloody window.
Oh, well listen, Mervyn, thank you very much for your time.
No, thank you. Thanks for coming along.
Always a pleasure, and we look forward to catching up with you at the gym sometime next week.
Without a doubt, we'll see you back.
I'm still waiting for that percentage of that. I'm not even messing with you. Mervyn, thank you very much for talking to Lights
No
Out.
problem. Thanks for coming along, guys.